again, I think there was a measure of stability that they relied on. And look, I don't want to make the past seem overly rosy. You know, a lot of the gains that workers won were really hard fought because they were, the social contract in many ways was forged by organized labor. And, you know, there was often blood spilled, literally, to win the kinds of gains that they won. The important thing, and I spend a lot of time on organized labor early in the book, because to me, you know, the auto workers, the electrical workers, the steel workers, they did more than just help their own members. It's pretty clear from the scholarship that when you get to 25 to, it was about 35% of its height of the private sector workforce in this country carrying a union card, there's a tremendous spillover effect. And so other employers, whether just to keep up and attract talent or because they wanted to keep unions at bay, they had to kind of match what these big industrial unions were doing. Unions also, even in terms of benefits, what they won through collective bargaining at the negotiating table would set the pattern for white-collar workers as well. And so there was this tremendous spillover effect that lifted the whole of the economy. But there was always a lot of tension. Those were hard fought. What I think companies had, again, it was a very different mindset. CEOs in that era spoke in terms of a stakeholder model. They talked very much about balancing the interests of all of their constituencies. So their customers, the communities they operated in, they used to even brag how much they paid in taxes, as opposed to bragging about how much they're offshoring so they don't have to pay taxes. They would talk about their shareholders, for sure, and the importance of taking care of them, but their workers, very much. And they tried to balance all these things. And that was the mindset. And, you know, beginning in the 70s and accelerating, I think, through today, we've had this real shift to a maximizing shareholder value model. And that's just different when you explicitly put investors over all those other constituencies. It's math, you know, the pie, you just carve it up different, and workers get less and investors get more.